All right, so today I want to look at speed reading challenges. Why is speed reading so hard? Why isn't it not working for you? Because I know for me, it took a very, very long time to make it happen. Right? I even went to courses and stuff and I still couldn't make it work. Right? So how do you make speed reading work? And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's go. Hi, how you going? My name is Tansel. I'm a 4-time Australian memory champion and memory coach. So let's get started with this speed reading lesson. So I've got a whiteboard behind me. Oh, I'm a bit shaky, sorry. I've got a whiteboard behind me and I'm going to show you some of the things that people do wrong with speed reading. So let's say we've got a sentence here and I will write, please tidy furniture. Turn off TV and clean up after your meeting. There you go. There's one there as well. You can see it that way. That's actually that. I couldn't be that creative this morning. But we've got a sentence. Please tidy furniture, turn off TV, and clean up after your meeting. It's not a properly formed sentence, but you know, it is what it is. So when people are speed reading, often the problem isn't really the speed of your guide. Now, if you haven't checked out my speed reading videos, speed reading, really there's 3 or 4 techniques, and one of them is using a guide to read, right? And what that does, that it helps your brain to see the words, because your eyes don't do the reading, your brain does, right? And this is just guiding your brain on how to read, right? Or where to read. If you're going too fast, what happens is that your brain can't catch up to the words. If you're going too slow, what's going to happen is your brain's already here, but you're doing this, you're up to here. So that's another problem, right? The best way to get around this, I found, is you pick up a book, or it could be online, really, and just to go fast and then slow, fast and then slow, fast, slow, and keep sort of changing your speed until you don't really notice what your speed is like, and you're more engrossed in what you read. That's really one simple way of helping you to read a lot better, with speed reading, mind you, right? Another way really is if you can just ditch the guide altogether, right? You don't necessarily need it, because a lot of people think, oh yeah, speed reading, I need the guide, I have to do it because Tansel says so. No, you don't have to, right? Free yourself, your freedom. Right? What you can do is say, okay, what images can I see from reading? And you don't have to go fast. Here's the thing. Speed reading only becomes speed reading because you're reading in images. And I'll say that again. Speed reading only becomes speed reading, right, when you use images. Why? Because images help you read faster, not the words. Right? So when I say images, let's take an example, right? If I say, please tidy furniture, right? If you just read it and then go on to the next one, go off to the next one, right? You might miss the visual, the imagery it gives you. So if I said, please tidy furniture, right? I can imagine me telling someone to please tidy the furniture, right? Or someone's telling you, please tidy the furniture, right? Or else, maybe it's a threat, right? If you picture it as a threat, now you've got an emotional connection, right? That becomes memorable, right? So you have to visualize it. Then it says turn off TV and clean up, right? Or you can just turn off TV. You don't have to do the cleanup part. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking these into what I feel is that I can create an image from, right? Please tidy the furniture, that's one image. Let's say turn off TV, right? That's the other one. So how hard can it be to visualize turning off a TV, right? I've got one here, by the way. This is a meeting room that I'm in. So, there's a remote there somewhere. But yeah, turn off TV. Okay, how do I visualize myself turning off a TV? Boop, get the remote, turn it off, right? It's not that hard. And clean up, right? So clean up. There you go. So what am I cleaning up? Right? Don't worry about what you're cleaning up. Just pretend you're cleaning up something, right? Pretend you're cleaning up something, right? And how do you clean up? You can mop, you can sweep, you can, wipe down benches, wipe whatever. Just visualize it, cleaning up, right? And then it says after your meeting. So imagine you had a meeting, right? And when you finished your meeting, you have to clean up, tidy the furniture, and off you go. So I've not only shown you how to visualize this, but if you sort of look away, you'd be able to remember what these things were, right? Because it's memorable. Images are memorable. If you're reading a book as opposed to watching something on TV, what happens when you're reading? It's very, very slow. It's very slow. Why? Because it's not encoded information. It's not encoded data, right? So what that means is that you have to translate it in your brain for it to make sense. Images are already translated. Right? It's already translated information. So what does that mean? We can just kick back and watch TV because it's already there in front of us. We don't have to process as much, right? That's why it's so much easier to watch something than to read it. But if we can watch our text, right? It's almost like you're watching a TV show or something on TV, right? It's visual. And if it's visual, guess what? It's going to be a lot quicker, right? What's easier, reading a book or watching, a 1 hour show, right? For a very small amount of people, yeah, maybe it's reading a book. Why? Because you're reading visually anyway, right? For most people, especially like me, that was having difficulty reading, well, if I visualize this now, I've eliminated all my stress for reading. And that's probably one of the best things ever for me. So yeah, speed reading problem, right? Avert the problem by visualization and fixing your, guide. Because if you can do those two things, I can guarantee your speed reading will improve a lot. But you still have to practice quite a bit. Again, like I always say in my videos, if you don't practice, then you're not going to see results, right? And I'm not talking about, I'll just do it once a week. Try and do it every single day. Try and do it every hour. I don't care. Just try and do it a lot, right? Because you're going to see the benefit from it. So if you've got any questions, comment down below. I've got a ton of videos on speed reading, by the way. I've got a whole playlist. So, check them out. And any questions, comment down below. And also, if you've got suggestions for videos, comment down below because I take note of all of them. And I'll start making videos dedicated, specifically just for your needs as well. So that'll be cool because if it helps you with your needs, it's going to help everyone else as well. So thank you very much for your time. This is Tansel, your memory coach. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.